You know, they say that you don't know what you don't know. And I don't know how to get into this car. They also say knowledge is power and ignorance is bliss. This right here is a Infiniti FX45. It's the 2006 model with 217,100 miles on the clock. And the customer brought it here for an oil change. But they also stated that the brakes make noise and he would like the brake fluid checked out because somebody told him that that faulty brake fluid could cause brake system noises. So we're not gonna make fun of the guy, he just doesn't know. But what we are gonna do is go out for a ride and evaluate his brakes, bring it into the shop, further evaluate his brakes, and then I will empower said customer with all the knowledge necessary to make an educated decision on the matter. So stay tuned. This is going to be a very good video. This is squishy. I don't understand. And it leaves fingerprints on it. I'm not going to touch that anymore. Weird. To each his own, I guess. Okay, I haven't left the parking lot yet, and when accelerating, I feel and hear a very large clicky bangy noise from the undercarriage of the car. Let's I'm suspecting it has a control arm that's flippy flopping. Let's take a look at the wheel and see if we can see it moving. No, I think it's a motor mount. Either way, we'll check that out when we get back into the shop. Our primary focus is going to be a brake noise. Okay, I've seen enough. I ran over some bumps right there, and the steering wheel and front suspension was all over the place. I heard a lot of noises, and I also heard the squealy noise that they had mentioned. So I believe I have enough to address their concern, and a visual inspection should handle the rest of it. I don't see the need to go out onto the road in what it feels to be potentially unsafe until I give this a visual inspection. Okay, a preliminary undercarriage inspection yields it has a very large oil leak, and I believe, looking way up high, it's coming from the valve cover area. Yeah, we can see it up there on the cylinder head. And most of it's probably running down. These filter housings are notorious for leaking. There's a giant O-ring gasket on the back side of it, and those like to leak also. Let's see. And I think that clunky noise that I heard was an engine mount banging around. And taking a look at that mount right there, I can see that it's torn. Yep, right on the left side by that little metal piece that holds onto it. That mount is definitely damaged. Not so much on this side, but it does show some fatigue. I'm going to recommend they replace the engine mounts and repair those oil leaks at the valve covers. I think that would be the best bang for their buck. I did a quick walk around and visual inspection of the brakes, and I know I didn't pull the wheels off. I do see some rust on the rotors that could be causing the noise, but the pad thickness is well within acceptable ranges, and do not exactly require service at this time, especially in the presence of bigger problems like all this oil leaking on everything. I bet that smells when it's cooking off of the exhaust. Okay, I'm gonna go report what I found. Okay, while I wait, we can spill out this engine lubricant. Reverse click. Oh man, that's not gonna work. Gotta get oil on me. Ow, hot. Okay. Clever, no? Okay, filter, you're coming with me. Let's move that over some. Seeing as how it's early, again, my mission is to not get petroleum lubricants on me. Unfortunately, I'm out of gloves. And since they haven't let the boat from China in with the gloves on it yet, I'm not allowed to have any. None of us are allowed to have any. They're being held hostage. Well, it seems that my consumer here has declined to make any repairs to his Infinity. He's chosen the way of the oil leak and does not want to repair anything. Probably because these parts cost an absolute fortune, and the labor is also quite extensive. I believe those valve covers required 6 hours of labor operation to replace. I don't know why, but I'm sure something's in the way. Why can't I make this go on? Like, I put it in and it started to bind almost immediately. There we go. And I suppose that valve cover labor thing seems to make sense, considering that the difficulty in getting this drain plug in and out is also of a high level. Click. You guys, I kind of feel bad. Like I think the past like 3 videos that I've shot all ended up being an oil change or something. Like, it's either oil changes or 2 or 3 days worth of work and 4 or 5 videos. There's like nothing in the middle. Or oh well. Oh, also, fun fact, we are going to install synthetic engine lubricant inside of this Infinity. I guess just spend it where it counts. You can even see this bubbly, whatever kind of stuff in the dash from outside. It's pretty stout, to tell you the truth. It's fully custom. So there's no way that hood is going to stay up all by itself, but I have this nifty little hood prop device here that will assist me. Yeah, the shocks are blown out on this hood and it will not stay up on its own. The worst kind are the ones that stay up on their own for a little while and then later they fall down and hit you in the head. So when in doubt, install your hood prop. So as I said earlier, seeing as how this particular job, oh, that kind of hurt. That's how I hurt my wrist last week. My right wrist, it was one of those instant releases of something, because I think I just did it again. Not cool. So for the 3rd time, before I interrupted myself again, I believe that since this is like my 2nd or 3rd video of just changing oil, I think I'm gonna stick this one over on the B channel. You already know that because you're here on the B channel watching it. So I don't know if I'm talking to myself or if I'm talking to you. Either way, before I derail myself one more time, this is a B channel video, and I guess the reason that I'm stating this to myself or to you is so that you guys don't question why this is over here on the B channel. That looks good. I think this is only 5 quarts, but I poured 6 into my container. So I'll just pour 5 into the engine and then I'll recheck to make sure. Now, I'm pouring things. It's a pastime. One day I'm gonna get good enough to do this without the use of a funnel. Those are my goals. My first inspection of said dipstick indicates that we have about a half quart left to go, not to mention the capacity in the filter and any lines that are involved. So I will add some more. Okay, let's start it and recheck. Stopping the engine, Peter. Stopping the engine. Not working. Come on. This is ridiculous. The car won't recognize that the key fob is inside of the car. And I remember when I got in here, the guy had to he held the key up to this and said that's how you start it. But it won't even realize that I'm here, and it won't release the lock thing. Oh, this is stupid. Yeah, it doesn't even know that I'm in here. It's saying no key. And it's so dead it won't lock or unlock to ping the module. Oh, it did something. I saw those green lights. Oh, let's try again. This sure is a lot of work for an oil change that pays me $3. Should have been an astronaut. Come on. All right, cut. I don't even know. I'm at a loss. I gotta go get the guy. See you guys in a minute. Wait a minute, I had a thought. See, this thing has a little flappy flap on it. And I know that this fob has a key inside of it. Here's what we're gonna do. I bet I can do this manually with this this backup key that's inside here. Let's see. Yeah. Now we're cooking with Crisco. I bet the guy doesn't even know that that's there. I'm gonna tell him. Okay, back to business. Let's go check the oil level. Right on the money. Right in the middle between the full and low mark. Excellent. I will take my hood prop back. Goodbye, Infinity. Okay, I was debating on whether to forget to put an oil change sticker in this or not, in hopes that the guy that owns this car might forget where he had the oil changed and maybe I won't see it again. Just kidding, but no, really, I mean that. Oh, by the way, all the air pressures are accurate, and this is just a thing that doesn't work on the car. Sure, he didn't want to deal with that either. The guy declined all repairs, which is kind of weird because he asked me to check it out, or asked us to check it out to kind of see if and what it needed, and then he's gonna go. So anyway, I'm headed over to the parking space to get this thing staged for pickup. As always, I would like to thank you guys for watching this video. I certainly do appreciate it. I'm assuming since you watched all the way to this part, to the end, that you enjoyed this video. If you did enjoy this video, the only thing I would ask of you is to tap that thumbs up button. That button is what lets me and YouTube know that I have done a good job. And if YouTube thinks that I've done a good job, it's far more likely to recommend my content to other potential viewers. And that's good for me and good for them. If you didn't like this video, please feel free to test your theory in the comment section down below. All that being said, the only thing left is for me to remind myself to not forget to remind you guys to not forget to have a great day. See you guys later. Goodbye, Infinity.